Hey, what's going on, guys? I just did a video about why I meditate, and so I did that a while back, and I wanted to also do a video on how I meditate. Now, meditation is something that I encourage everyone to get into and to learn how to do, and to be able to quiet the mind, to shut off, focus on your breath, focus on the here and now, and focus not on the future, which elicits, fear, or not on the past, which elicits anxiety and anger and all of that, but living right here in the moment and living, focusing on your breath and that kind of thing. So what I like to do, there's lots of different types and ways that you can meditate. I read a book a while back called How to Meditate by Lawrence LeSean, and I was recommended that by a guy named Phil Jackson, the coach of the Los Angeles Lakers. I read that about in 2000, and there's lots of different ways to meditate, and there's lots of different techniques you could do. There's different programs you could buy on teaching you how to meditate. But dude, all you just got to sit down, close your eyes, focus on your breath, and get to work. That's what I do. I just focus on my breath. I sit and close my eyes. I try to make it a quiet place. Very, very simple. So what I do is there are things like active meditation that you could do, like Qigong. I love doing Qigong because it's an active meditation. It uses your body, and it's really a way to bring and ground yourself, bring healing to your life. I'll put a link to it down below if you're interested in doing an active meditation like Qigong. I do that for 20 minutes in the morning, 20 minutes in the evening. Really simple. But there's also like dynamic meditation. A popular author, Osho, talks about that. I'll put a link to that below. These are active meditations. People do bioenergetics. These are active ways of getting in touch with the body and using those. And I do those, but I also do regular meditation where I sit with my back against the wall on a little cushion. One of the other things I do too is I play a subliminal music. So what I did is, because I've got all the studio sound equipment for our radio show, I opened up Notepad on my computer. I wrote down a ton of affirmations, and I wrote them all down. I just wrote down every affirmation. Basically, what I did was I wrote down affirmations of what the archetype of my life would be. So let's say I want to say I'm very successful. I'm able to influence many people, thousands or millions of people in the world. I attract good things to me all the time. I have healthy relationships. So I wrote all those down, as many as I could. I just, off the top of my head, wrote all my affirmations down, and then I recorded them onto my computer. And you could do this easily with probably a GarageBand, or there's some software where you could do this, free software too. So I recorded that into the computer, and then what I did is I put that really low in the background behind a meditation music. And then what I do is I play that music. I can't even hear my voice, but I play that music while I'm meditating, and it helps to sort of put subliminal thoughts in my head. It's my own words, it's my own voice too, which is really cool. So there's active meditation, which I highly suggest you do. That's really powerful. There is passive meditation, and the most powerful passive meditation I could ever recommend to anybody is lying in a float tank. I don't know if you guys are familiar with sensory deprivation, isolation chambers. Now these are rooms you can go into filled with about a foot or 12 inches of water, filled with about 900 pounds of magnesium salt. So I think it's about 10 times more buoyant than the Dead Sea. And that water is heated up to the exact temperature of your blood and your skin. Actually right there in the middle. And so when you're lying in the water, you can't feel the water, right? You're floating, and it's complete blackness and darkness. And I like to do that once a week if I can, or at least a couple times a month. You could have psychedelic experiences in there. It's unbelievable what you can learn. It's amazing. The float tanks, you got to do it. Go do a search, do a Google search after this video for flotation tanks. Put in your zip code and see if there's any places in your area that has float tanks. There's nothing more powerful than that. That's the most powerful meditation I've ever done. And so I highly recommend that. But what I do is I do the Qigong, I do the active meditations, but for my passive meditation, what I do is I sit against the wall on a cushion and I close my eyes for 15 minutes. I put a little egg timer on the computer and I have it set for 15 minutes. I play the music and then I sit and with my back against the wall, nice and straight, and I focus on my breath and I just sit there for 15 minutes and it's super easy. I started out doing 5 minutes and then I switched to 10 minutes and now I'm up to 15. And the more you do it, you'll be surprised. The more you do it, the more you're going to love it. The more you're going to feel like, it's almost like coming home. It almost feels like everything that's on the outside of your skin is somehow out there and doesn't affect you and you've gone inward. It just feels so calming and so peaceful. And you can do affirmations, you can do the breath of fire. Sometimes I'll do affirmations and I'll get into a heightened state by saying certain statements. But most of the time I'll just simply sit there, shut my mind off, and see where it takes me. And you know what? A lot of times it sucks. A lot of times I have really bad meditations, if you want to say that. You know, sometimes I feel like they're really powerful. Sometimes I feel like they're just the worst ever. But the important thing is getting into it and getting into the habit of doing it. And over time, you'll start seeing how it's benefiting you in your daily life. It's really powerful. You got to do this. And we talk about on our radio show how all disease is caused by mental, emotional, spiritual issues in our life. And so if you can figure out a way to master your emotions and master the inward spirit that is living in your body, then you're in a powerful place. You know, you really are in a powerful place because 99% of the world is not living from that place of power and that place of strength, right? They're sort of tossed to and fro by the circumstances that happen in their life, the people that say things and all these things. But when you're able to live a centered life from a position of power, it's really amazing. And so that's had the biggest impact on my life. That's basically what I do for my meditation. So I highly suggest you try it out. Start meditating and see what it does for you. So if you're interested in this kind of stuff, we do lots of radio shows about the subconscious mind, about natural healing, natural health, fitness, diet, all kinds of really cool stuff over at Extreme Health Radio. So if you're interested in this kind of thing, go visit our website, extremehealthradio.com. We've got about 400 free shows right now with top authors, doctors, scientists, all kinds of really cool people doing some great things in the alternative sort of natural healing world. So check that out. And if you already know you're interested in that kind of thing, feel free to text the word Get Healthy to 33444 and you'll be able to subscribe to our newsletter. We send you a great audio program that I put together that goes through my journey of how I overcame my food addictions to things like pasta, pizza, crackers, processed carbohydrates, and all that kind of stuff. And I also send you a free ebook called Lessons from the Miracle Doctors that actually sells for $20 on Amazon, but I'll send it to you for free right away. And that book is awesome, written by John Barron. And it talks about how he implements different holistic healing protocols into his life to have more energy and to live a better life and to overcome disease, catastrophic diseases. So it's an amazing ebook. So if you text the word Get Healthy to 33444, you'll get instant access to that as well as my audio program. And that's about it. I'd love to hear how you meditate and how it's been affecting your life and what you do, what time of day you meditate, and all that good stuff. So share in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel here on YouTube. I'd love to have you a part of our subscriber base and love to help you out in any way we possibly can. So share, comment, and rate this video. We'd really appreciate that. In any event, go meditate and see what it does for you, and we'll catch you guys on the next video.